Thursday. All right, guys. I've been wanting to debate this guy for quite some time. He's on a channel that I lurk on, that I watch, that I engage with, that I super chat. Give it up a warm welcome for Hey Archer, who got out of bed to get on stream or do whatever because he was like, I can't come up tonight, man. F y'all.
First, does it sound okay? Is there an echo?
You're good, man.
Cool. I mean, I'm even this. I didn't want to do this, right? The boss is like, we got to go to bed. We're retaking wedding photos tomorrow. I'm even wearing my cat dad shirt, right? But I don't know. I felt the power of Austin St. John coming over me, and I just had to jump on.
What's up, Hey Archer, man? How have you
we
been?
Disagree. We disagree. So I'll let you go first.
All right. So I think Aaron can salvage this, right? Because one, there's a lot of eyes on it right now. Now, the downside of him responding to it is it does bring more light to the issue.
Correct.
All right. So that's why people say just ignore it, let it blow over. And that may be the response. But the reason I say he responds is because it's clear, even before this audio was leaked, he had lost the fandom, in my opinion. So he's already at the bottom. If he could sway someone or gain, or anything, then he can make ground. But he would have to come clean and take ownership of what's been going on with Legend of the White Dragon and the setbacks, and not do any like, oh, we got color correction going on and don't believe Henry, he's negative. All that goofy stuff would have to leave, and some other stuff, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to say it because I know he's watching.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Archer. Give us your perspective on, he's like, leave it alone. Don't say shit. Ignore it. Just keep posting JDF pictures and keep saying he was his best BFF.
Yes, exactly. By the way, I'm really picky about sound and stuff. So if there's an echo, just let me know. My headphones weren't connecting. So I hear everything you're saying. And I actually talked about it. I tried to comment on the stream, but it didn't let me. When I was on my stream, I was watching you talk about it. I played your clip on the stream because you mentioned there'd be no copyright. So I was like, hey, why not? I'll play some of that. But you and I both have a lot of views talking about JDF stuff.
You got way more than me, but yeah. He's being humble.
You have a more subscriber count. You have more of all that stuff. But between the two of us, we have a decent amount of views talking about this. This isn't like a flex kind of thing. It's just those are the numbers. But the problem is that still is not a majority. It may not even be a third of the overall fan base of Power Rangers.
Right.
And this came to light to me in two different scenarios, and I'll tell you how it all kind of comes together. First scenario, I was getting some PT for an injury, and the guy was a fan of, like, I don't know, maybe like Bert Kreischer or somebody. And I was like, oh, that's crazy about like this drama thing that happened. And he was like, oh, what are you talking about? And I realized, oh, okay, you don't sit there and watch like video after video about the Joe Rogan sphere and like drama that happens behind the scenes. Got it. Okay, cool. That's just me. I'm in this small little pocket.
Right.
Same thing with when ASJ decided to come out with his own shirts, not as cool as the Cat Dad shirt, but featuring some other celebrities out there. And a friend of mine actually sent me a picture like after he got an autograph from ASJ like a month later. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, you got to see him. The what stuff didn't bother you? And he was like, oh, what are you talking about? And I was like, got it. Okay. So there are people who just will go to convention with their kids, see a Red Power Ranger, and they're like, oh, that's the Red Power Ranger. They don't even know they can't even remember that it's Jason. They're just like, Red Power Ranger, nostalgia, go for it. So I say all that because if I'm Aaron, I'm banking on the amount of people who know I had that video with like Ryu versus Santa Claus one time, and Batman versus Roger Rabbit one time. And oh, there's a new one with the Green Power Ranger dude. Yeah, let's watch that. They don't even know that the dude's dead. I'm just banking. I am just banking on there's enough people out there looking for nostalgia that they'll see something and recognize, and that's as far as they go. They
Ooh,
won't even look to know who I am, that I made it.
guys, he has made a very compelling argument. And it kind of mirrors the argument that I made early on. I was like, dude, look at his channel. Jason had some videos that got damn near almost 1 million views.
Mhm.
My video was on pace for like 5,000.
Right.
It's not going to impact the movie. And half the people probably don't even know what the hell's being discussed.
Exactly.
And Archer is right. We are in the know. As a content creator, we are in the know of what's on YouTube. Think of it like as a high school. And
Yeah.
you got different social clubs. That's
Yep.
why when the guy knew about Bert Kreischer or whatever, he was like, "Oh, I don't know about any drama. I just think this guy's funny."
Exactly.
Same with Austin St. John fans when he's like, "Dude, I'm still having people at lines coming to get their goddamn signatures because fuck Henry Resilient on YouTube. Nobody even knows that trash YouTuber in the grand scheme of things. They see me, they see Red Ranger, they bring their kids. We have a moment. It is what it is." But
Yeah.
I hate to admit it, but hey, Archer may have a point, guys. Winning over this fandom may not be needed for Aaron or Bat in the Sun to be successful with Legend of the Right. Bravo, man. Bravo. Bravo.
Well,
I love that you had a real life example, though. I love
oh yeah.
the real life examples that you gave.
So I mean, I've been talking about it for a while now on my channel, and it's funny when I was talking about you on the stream earlier today. I even said it. I was like, Henry's got all these views, nobody's gonna care, and I mean that respectfully. Like, we another example. Right now, to me, it's a big deal that Hasbro was able to re-sign Disney to continue doing toys. But if you Google search like Ollie's Disney Hasbro, there are tons of videos about how Marvel toys don't sell anymore. And people like, I go to Ollie's and I see all these things. So there's a sphere of the internet where people think it's a failed relationship. They're going out of business. And then you look at the stock report when it comes out, and it's the complete opposite because we look for that stuff. It's interesting to us. The normal person could care less. They don't even know who makes the damn toys. They just know I go to the store, Spider-Man's there, my kid likes Spider-Man, boom. So we're just very niche in what we do. And I think I think you might be right though, to one dude's earlier, I forget who said it. If Aaron decides he wants to crash out on this thing and make it a big deal, it can become a big deal. But I still think even then it won't be that big of a deal in the grand scheme. Maybe it causes him to not release it or delay it. Those are separate conversations. But if Aaron can keep cool and stay calm, maybe even stay resilient, I think this can actually blow over and he'll be fine. What fine is though is that's a whole different story.
I think you're right. I think the true test will be the next time he goes live, and he rarely goes live on YouTube. It's
Correct.
mostly on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if he waits a while, probably like a week, 2 weeks, people are gonna forget about it.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
people may forget about it by tomorrow, but a week from now, no one's gonna care.
Yeah. And no, and the comment section will just be it'll just be the hardcores that even follow Bat and Son, but I think he'll get if he puts it on YouTube, he'll get 1 million views from people who don't even know who he is. Like that's just the facts.
Yo,
Unfortunately, that's
yo, man, you came in here and cooked, man. I'm like,
let him cook.
You got me. You got me. I mean, like there is a way where he can win it back, but you have to realize, is winning over the center even worth it?
correct.
Is it worth it?
Correct. That's yeah,
Probably not.
exactly.
Probably not. In the grand scheme of things, nah. Henry's not big enough. Guys, the video's gonna crash out at 5,000 views. Tops. That ain't enough to do diddly squat. He can put out a Legend of the White Dragon trailer and it might get 1 million views, like a actual trailer, and it might get 1 million views on his main channel. And everyone will react to it, and I'll react to it, but it'll just be, Oh, remember he said this, and people are like, dude, no one cares.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Sadly, it's just the world.
Curse of being a content creator versus a normie.
It's something that you learn, not like even you directly. Like you talk to somebody, and one person knows politics, one person doesn't.
Yeah, dog. I couldn't tell you
You say
anything.
something that is like common knowledge that was said on video, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And, oh, okay.
I don't know nothing about politics at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't even tell you what's going on in the Middle East. I'm like, dude, I don't know nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who to support, who not to support. I just be like, dude, I'm not talking about that shit. I don't know what's going on.
So take that same mentality now, just apply it to Power Rangers.
Damn, y'all. He really came up here, knew I was in disagreement, and stood on his argument and actually convinced me, like, damn, Loki fucking right. Shit. Yeah, well, it would have been good content for me, you know, good 1,000 views probably, but
I do hope that your video does do well. I don't want you.
I mean, it's a passion. I got some Twitch drama that's guaranteed 100,000 views just in my email. I'm like, I just gonna have to edit it and all the other goofy stuff I do for the main channel stuff.
But hey, you love doing it, and that's the thing too. I even said it in my video. I was like, I do Hasbro earning report videos, do like 5 views, but I like talking about
Exactly.
it. You know, so like, and I said it, Henry. I was like, Henry could do way more views. I think I even referenced Twitch. I was like, Henry could do more views on a Twitch thing than Power Rangers, but he likes talking about it.
I do.
And at the end of the day, if you like talking about it, if you like making the content on the topic, just go for it.
Look, they're like, hey, XQC video win. I'm like, dude, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And hey, actually, you know what? One last thing before I head out. If your video saves a hardcore fan from spending, $100, $1,000 because they're somehow getting tricked into something, I think ultimately that's a win. I think ultimately you're doing a service to the community.
All right, guys. Hey, Archer came up and cooked my ass. He didn't have to yell. He didn't have to raise his voice. He didn't even have to insult me. He just talked the same way he normally talks and made his point. Oh man, take notes, Aaron. Take notes, Aaron. All right,
Aaron,
man.
the bill's in the mail.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, dog. Appreciate you.